Good morning. I understand Trump was arrested in New York. Was it yesterday? No, I used to get angry about these things. I'm not angry about it anymore. You know, because the United States is becoming like a soap opera or a bad, terrible movie or something. It's crazy corrupt, isn't it? Well, I think so. Now, this guy Trump, he should be in the White House. He was elected by the people, but he's not. No, and I'm not even surprised anymore. It's ridiculous. And it's like a bad movie, really, because you see these bad, stupid villains like Obama, or the Clintons, or Biden. Yeah, it's just silly, isn't it? They are like stupid villains in a Batman movie or something. Right, and then we have Trump. Well, I still like him. I can't help it. And I know why. Because of what he did to the WHO. I haven't forgotten this. I just love that, what he did to the WHO. You know, he defunded them. Wow. So I still like him. You know, I think Trump could be the man. He could come up and say, you know, this thing with the T, this was wrong. I think he's got it in him. I don't think he will, though, but there's a chance. Right, now this is more interesting. This is another American, Dr. Thomas Levy, cardiologist. I like this guy very, very much. Mainly because of what he's been saying about vitamin C. He's been saying good things about vitamin C, and I happen to know something about vitamin C. I know it's great. You know. So I like this guy, Thomas Levy, and this is what he said about the Americans. He said a minimum of 7 million Americans now have hearts damaged by the tea. And possibly more than 100 million people in America have some degree of heart damage from the tea. Not myocarditis, but heart damage that will be detectable through tests. You know, I believe this. I think this is correct. Not only do I trust this guy to some extent, Thomas Levy, but I think it's correct. You know. So that means 1/3, 100 million, that's almost like 1/3, isn't it, of the people? That would mean 3 million people here in Sweden now have their hearts damaged. In the UK, like 25 million. You know? Oh. Safe and effective. Right, I have to tell you this one too. It's more personal stuff. So I read a comment the other day. Somebody said this. You know, I don't know what to think about you, because you have been saying good things about Russell Brand. And I don't know what to think about you. You know? And this was so funny, because I understood something. This guy thought that I cared whether he approves of me or not. Very funny stuff. But then I thought this. I had this thought. You know, I thought, shit, this is how it works, isn't it? People care about if they are liked or not, if people approve of them or not. A lot of people do care about this. You know? And this is one of the reasons why it worked, the plan with the tea. Because they made it a point of whether we should like you or not, you know, didn't they? They said, if you don't drink the tea, we will not approve of you. You're not a good person. Right? And a lot of people did it because of this. I know this. I know some people who took it because they cared about this. They didn't do it for themselves, really. They just listened to the others and thought, no, I better do this, or they will not like me, you know. Right, so it's a big deal, apparently, with some people. Fortunately, there's a lot of people who doesn't care about this at all. They say, okay, so to hell with you. I will not change for anyone. I'm convinced about this. I will not take it. You can think what you want. You know? This is great. These are the good people. Right. Well, I think they survive better, for one thing. You know? Right. You can't care about this. You can't look for approval from the people around you. It's a trap. It will lead you nowhere. You will become very stressed and nervous about things. If you want to buy a car, just buy the car. Don't think about what others might say about the car. If you like the car, just get it. You know? If you don't want to take this thing, this needle, don't do it. You can't care what others think about it. It's almost suicidal. Well, in this case it is, isn't it? 1/3 now have heart issues because of this, right? Well, that's one of the reasons anyway. Right. Be good.